Corey, Justin, and co-captain WWII-era are heading across the country to meet up with the second plane and crew in Goose Bay, Labrador. From there, the crews plan to fly the two water bombers via the northern route, setting out to Greenland, the first stop on a journey that will take them all the way to Adana, Turkey. But right now, it's the stop they'll make after Goose Bay that's on their minds.
I was just looking at the Greenland, you know. If it goes wrong, we don't have very many good options at all.
The approach to the tiny Narsarsuaq airport threads through the steep cliffs of a narrow fjord and dead ends straight into a wall of mountains. If the weather isn't perfect, or if anything goes wrong, there's no second chance.
It's a terrible approach in a place famous for having some pretty nasty weather.
It's been rated one of the 10 most dangerous airports in the world. And once they leave Labrador, it's their very next stop.
Buffalo Airways has a field in sight, 13,000 feet.
But as they close in on Goose Bay, this landing is becoming a challenge of its own.
It's real gusty.
Heavy winds are gusting directly across the runway, and the landing is in the hands of co-pilot WWII-era.
Rolly has a tremendous amount of water bombing experience, but he doesn't have that much time on the CL-215.
Buffalo 282, clear to land runway 26, check gear down.
Rolly's about to get a whole lot of 215 experience, fighting a crosswind that threatens to blow him right off the runway.
This 105, you're looking good. Final check's complete. You got them behind you. Watch that. I got the throttles. Oh, that was exciting.
The second plane has just arrived from Newfoundland, where Joe bought it last year.
So we landed in Goose Bay, and now we were back as a team again.
But there's not much time for handshakes.
Come up a little more.
Facing an ocean crossing, both crews will need maximum fuel. They can't afford any extra cargo.
We're just dividing up the spares to reduce our weight in order to take the extra fuel to make the crossing.
If anything goes wrong, there's no alternate runway between here and Narsarsuaq.
Nowhere else to stop, brother. It's Greenland or bust.
And they soon get a painful reminder that in the North Atlantic, conditions can turn ugly fast.
Holy, I think we're in the middle of a tornado. Crazy.
And it doesn't look much better where they're heading.
Winds from the east at 25 knots.
On everybody's mind was the getting into Narsarsuaq. The approach, it's one of the worst in the world.
We really won the approach in there, eh?
We have to land east, right?
Mm-hmm. Pretty well.
So you're committed one way or another? That's it, straight in?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, it's not a straight, isn't it? Kind of a...
Strong winds whip up high turbulence in the fjord. There'll be no room to abort a landing once they commit, and nowhere else to land.
We'll see on the weather package there was a severe mechanical turbulence warning in there tonight. Well, you need good weather to even try this. We're just looking to go Goose Bay to Narsarsuaq tomorrow.
Yeah. So you see the dagger set up there? You see that low that's sitting between you and Narsarsuaq?
Okay, we got you.
What's that low where it's sitting? Coming in Narsarsuaq, you better have the easterly wind. Possibly some turbulence coming in there.
Severe turbulence below 3,000 feet or something like that?
Yeah, come up that channel with.
Yeah. If you decide to get going to Narsarsuaq, you better be making the right decision.
Tomorrow morning, it'll be up to Justin to make that call. The water bomber crews got a break in the weather.
Drifting to the southeast.
The morning forecast predicts clear conditions at their destination.
For the most part, you'd be under the influence of a ridge of high pressure.
And Justin's made his decision.
Yeah, we're going. Sounds pretty good, so. You all set?
But the weather in Narsarsuaq can change very quickly.
To say that that the weather maps are all right and the forecasts are all right, and I mean, you can do all the studying in the world, but nobody can control the weather.
Next stop, North Landing.
By the time they cover the 1,200 kilometers, Justin's weather window could be shut, and they'll have nowhere else to go. So the second flight crew is suiting up.
Well, for this leg, yeah, you should have something on, I think. Should wear it just in case.
But in the lead plane,
Last chance. Pull her up.
Pull her up.
Justin and crew are leaving their survival suits packed away.
It's just the darn things are really uncomfortable, right?
I tested it, they work good. I'll put it on if something happens, I will put it on. Because it'll save your life.
You all set? Yep, clear right. You okay rolling? Yeah, okay. Big one, check. Gear up.
Alpha Yankee uniform ground. You require run-up, or are you ready?
We're ready to go. They are. Positive ring. Gear up.
Alpha Yankee uniform ground. Delta is your next right in, and have a good flight.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
We blast off at Goose Bay and it was terrible. It was icing and snow, raining. Obviously, the North Atlantic is not the greatest place to be.
You have to ditch, try a clear spot. Lots of ice down there. Yes, sir. That'd be tough.
It's going to be a long 4 hours to Greenland, and one of the worst airport approaches in the entire world.
So that was kind of our really part of the journey. The pilots, that was their biggest concern.
The Narsarsuaq runway was built by the U.S. Army as a link in the North Atlantic air route during World War II. Since then, the dangerous approach has claimed more than its share of victims.
We don't really have any options to go anywhere else once we commit ourselves to that approach.
All right. It's easy to see it now.
It is very, very challenging, and you need to make sure that you're making the correct decisions at the correct time.
Or become another statistic in the airplane graveyard.
You don't want to do that approach properly down to minimums. It's pretty sketchy. Like, it's not where you want to be at all.
And in just a few hours, it's exactly where they'll be.
Pretty rugged country. Sure is.
We see Greenland. It's all mountainous cliffs, fjords, and glaciers. There's no flat area. It's an unforgiving place. It's not anywhere where we should be landing or even thinking about landing.
We're about 60 miles back from Narsarsuaq. Hopefully the weather holds.
There's not very much room for error. You have to be on the ball. You have to do it properly. There's no second chances.
But the Narsarsuaq airstrip is buried in these fjords, and there's nowhere else to land.
Check beacon right on the end of the strip. Roger.
Because the approach to the runway is so steep, pilots are instructed to circle over the airport as they drop altitude. Then, Justin will loop back over the cliffs, descend into the fjord where the wind whips in from the east, and make his final approach, with the last-minute turn to line up for landing.
There she is, old boy.
In there, you can't make any mistakes. Even the smallest mistake could kill you.
We got a tailwind on the approach. It's a one-way runway, uphill. We're gonna take about a 12-knot tailwind.
There's only one way in and one way out.
There's your beacon. What am I going to do now? We have to go out to 73 outbound.
Rowley has to follow the approach chart and make sure Justin is dropping to the right altitude with every mile they pass.
3600 at 9. And I think what they're worried about is that hill right there.
Yeah.
It's important to follow these.
Right, it is.
Actually, it shows the turn at 8 here.
Okay, we're turning at 8.
And that makes sense.
Okay, there's 8 miles, so I'm going to turn. If I can fix that.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 7 miles, so I'm going to turn.
Coming down at the bow.
I'll level and we'll check the gear out.
The water bomber is slowly turning inbound in the procedure.
Okay, 5 miles, what am I going to do rolling?
I think 1800.
And once we're over this, we're just going to start descending. Low intentionally here.
Really low in order to not be too high on final approach, forcing me to go around.
So we're 3 miles. There's 1200.
If he's too high the first time, there's no room to pull up, go around, and try again.
Okay, here comes full flap, please.
Full flap. Holding 95.
The flight crew has to have calculated perfectly.
Back up on it here, we're going a little low. Final checks. Low intentionally, good.
+5, wrap.
Got it. Beauty. Good job, bro.
Oh, good job, you.
But they're only half done. Now it's up to Nigel and Blair to land the second 215.
Nigel, you on company?
Yeah, go ahead.
Watch out for a good chunk of wind shear there, just as you come over that last ridge.
Okay, thanks.
Well, Justin went in low to avoid an aborted landing. Nigel's approaching high and fast.
And once I'm inbound, I'm gonna really have to slow this puppy down to get her down.
Yeah.
We're still high. I'm gonna have to do a donut out here.
Speed should be 110.
Okay. Just let me slow this puppy down a bit. I'll just kind of carve out this way.
Yeah.
Alpha Yankee uniform turning inbound this time for a 7 mile approach.
Okay.
3,100 feet.
Check. Oh, it's going too fast again. Okay. Gear down.
3 wheels indicated.
Roger. Getting way down there. I'm gonna have to go full flap to get her down.
Okay. And wind shear to be expected at any moment.
Yep. I'll be ready with the power if we need it.
Uniform, Narsarsuaq, are you okay?
Alpha Yankee uniform, just turning final, 07.
I think you're going to be high. That iceberg there is probably a good reference point for runway centerline.
Nigel manages to get lined up and get down to landing altitude just in time.
Now you can feel the tailwind a bit.
Alpha Yankee uniform, there's clear of Bravo on the main.
It's wicked, actually. I've never really seen iceberg before in real life. On TV, they're everywhere. Yeah, it's a pretty beautiful place. Like, rugged, man. Holy shit, you wouldn't want to crash around here. Weather's awesome. Compared to what yesterday's forecast was, it's like 100% difference.
Well, we got lucky because we made the right decision to go that day, right? If we had gone the day before, we would have had 2 airplanes wrecked in the hills. And
It worked out very well. Because it could work out really, really bad.
But with another 1,200 kilometer leg to Iceland ahead, there's still a lot of icy water to cross.
Next stop, Iceland, hopefully. In about 5 hours, 6 hours. We're a little later than we wanted to be, but fuel truck is extremely slow.
It's another unusually clear day, but there's still a big challenge ahead for the water bomber crews.
Okay, sir, she's clear on the right.
The 2 water bomber crews made it into one of the most dangerous airports in the world. Navigating their way out will be a whole new challenge.
Minimum safety altitude over the ice cap is 130.
We check 130 over the cap.
The takeoff out of Narsarsuaq requires a steep climb gradient as well as a shuttle up to a safe altitude before proceeding on course.
Okay, let her go. All's well. Power set. Airspeed's alive. 45. 69. 60. My wheel. Your wheel. New one. Rotate. Positive rate. You're out. 105, sir.
As Rolly and Justin lift off the runway, they have to avoid a mound of rock ahead.
And we're going to climb that 105 to get over that. You got it.
The face of the hill starts to come out of the water at 1.5 miles, and it gets high to the point where you need to start turning back towards the runway at 3 miles, continuing to climb.
And a nice one. And this is looking good.
Justin and Rolly get clear of the terrain.
And you're good to go. Get out.
In the second plane, Nigel and Blair now have to make their attempt.
You have control. I have control. B1. BR. Positive rate. You're up.
There's the strip. I don't have the guys in sight, but there's the airplane. Yeah, I don't have them either over there.
And Narsarsuaq radio, you can check Foxtrot Alpha Yankee uniform. It's 1-2 miles out this time.
Are you there, Nigel? Company.
Yeah, go ahead.
How's the airplane running?
So far, so good.
Right on, sign up.
They've made it out of one of the most dangerous landing strips on Earth.
You having fun?
Yeah, I actually am enjoying it.
Different, eh?
Yeah, I'm starting to appreciate it more.
Good company. Thanks for coming.
Tomorrow, the crews will fly a 1,300-kilometer leg across open ocean through icing conditions worse than Justin has ever seen before. The water bomber crews have spent another day flying over open water.
Once you leave Greenland, about 20 minutes later, you're over the ocean again. And then you don't see no land or a morsel of anything for 6 hours. And then you see Iceland, and it's not very big either.
But for now, Iceland is a refuge for the crew in the North Atlantic.
Final checks are complete. You are clear to land. Rough +5. And then you can start slowing it to 110 there, rolling. Just hold it right there.
.3 for Alpha Yankee uniform.
Gear down, we got 3 wheels indicating. Stand by at full flat.
This will be a brief stop. First thing tomorrow, the crews head out on the most challenging and dangerous leg of this entire mission.